Tune in to Sports 360 with Ahmed Hamad.
Australia beat West Indies by 133 runs of the second cricket test at St George in Grenada, taking a 2-0 lead in the three-match series. The summary of the match. Batting first, Australia in their first inning scored 286. In reply, West Indies made 253. Australia took 33 runs first inning lead, and capitalizing on that 33 runs first inning lead, Australia scored another 243 in the second innings and setting West Indies a victory target of 277. And chasing 277, West Indies were bowled out for 143, thus losing the match by 133 runs. Australia take 2-0 lead and they will take that lead to Jamaica in few days' time, with these sides clashing there in the pink ball test. When the fifth and final day's game began, West Indies knew they were up against it, and that is how it proved to be. They were chasing under 300, but they still fell 133 short, and even that margin of defeat seems to flatter them. The batsmen were all at sea as Australia haunted in a pack of five, and the game was all but done before the lower order batsmen had some fun and reduced the margin of defeat. And while that may seem a damning indictment that perhaps sums it up best, Australia, of course, deserved their share of credit too. They were not spotless in Grenada, nor were they flawless in Barbados. But when the game demanded a moment to be seized, they did so, whether it was with the bat in hand or with the ball. They now have taken an unassailable lead in the series, and though questions still remain over their batting, they will have an opportunity in Jamaica to resolve those without the added pressure of the series being on the line. Earlier, Australia resumed their second inning at the overnight score of 221 for the loss of 7 wickets, with Alex Carey 26 and Pat Cummins with 4 runs were still at the crease. But in the morning, Australia lost their first wicket, adding just 1 run to their overnight total. At 220, captain Pat Cummins departed with just 4 runs, caught by Shai off the bowling of Shamar Joseph. The ninth wicket fell at 234. Alex Carey was the ninth man to go, and he was legged before by Shamar Joseph. He made 30 of 35 balls, while the 10th and final wicket fell at 243, and Josh Hazlewood was the last man to go, scoring just 4, and he was clean bowled by Alzarri Joseph. Mitchell Starc remained unbeaten on 13. Yes, Stephen Smith with 71, Cameron Green 52, and Travis Head with 39, while Alex Carey with 30 were the significant scorers. For West Indies, Jayden Seales 16 over 6 made in 29 runs and 2 wicket. Shamar Joseph 16 over 1 made in 66 runs and 4 wicket. Alzarri Joseph 16.3 overs 2 made in 52 runs and 2 wicket. Anderson Phillip 9 overs 32 runs and no wicket. Roston Chase 5 overs 29 runs and no wicket, while Justin Greaves 9 overs 22 runs and 2 wicket. West Indies, chasing a target of 277, were bundled out for 143 in 34.3 overs, thus losing the match by 133 runs. Their start was again very poor, and they lost their 4 wicket for just 33 runs on the board. Their first wicket fell without scoring in the second over, and John Campbell was the first man to go, legged before by Josh Hazlewood without a soaring. Then the second wicket fell at 15 in the 7th over, and Casey Carty departs after scoring 10 of 20 balls, caught by Carey off the bowling of Mitchell Starc. The third wicket fell at 29, Craig Brathwaite playing his 100th test match out without scoring in the first inning, and in the second inning he could only score 7 runs, caught by Carey off the bowling of Beau Webster. The fourth wicket fell at 33. Brendan King was the fourth man to go in the 13th over, and Brendan King made 14 of 19 balls, and he was clean bowled by Pat Cummins. While the fifth wicket fell at 71, Shai departs in the 21st over, scoring 17, and he was caught and bowled by Josh Hazlewood. The 6 wicket at 86, Roston Chase, the captain of West Indies, was out after scoring 34 of 41 ball, hitting 1 4 and 2 6, and he was legged before by Mitchell Starc. The 7th wicket at 99, Justin Greaves depart in the 27th over, scoring just 2 runs, legged before by Mitchell Starc. The 8th wicket fell at 103 in the 28th over, and Alzari Joseph was the 8th man to go, scoring 13 of 4 balls with the help of 2 sixes, caught by Green off the bowling of Nathan Lyon. The 9th wicket fell at 131, and Shamar Joseph was the 9th man to go, scoring 24 of 23 balls with the help of 3 6, and he was caught by Beov Webster off the bowling of Nathan Lyon, while the 10th and final wicket fell at 143, and Jayden Seals was the last man to go, caught and bowled by Nathan Lyon. He made 8 runs, and West Indies were all out for 143 in 34.3 overs. Looking at the Australian bowling, Mitchell Starc, 8 overs 2 made in 24 runs and 3 wicket. Josh Hazlewood, 8 overs 2 made in 33 runs and 2 wicket. Pat Cummins, 8 overs 1 made in 26 runs and 1 wicket. Beov Webster, 5 overs 1 made in 15 runs and 1 wicket. While Nathan Lyon, 5.3 overs 1 made in 42 runs and 3 wickets. Alex Carey of Australia, who played 2 crucial innings, 63 in the first and 30 in the second innings, was declared man of the match. Mitchell Starc and Josh Hazlewood make quick work of West Indies to help Australia retain Frank Worrell Trophy. The visiting quicks made outstanding use of the new ball, which had been the most difficult period to bat in the game. Australia made swift work of securing a 133-run victory on the 4th day in Grenada, and with it retained the Frank Worrell Trophy, which they have held since 1995, as West Indies batting crumbled to 143 all out midway through the afternoon session. Australia's last 3 wickets were able to add only 22 runs to the overnight total, but despite positive talk the previous evening, a target of 277 was always going to be tall order for West Indies. In the end, it barely appeared as a dot on the horizon, as they lost 4 wickets in less than 13 overs before lunch, including another Hall of Fame delivery from Pat Cummins to take Brendan King's off stump. Mitchell Starc, 3 for 24, left him on 395 wickets heading into his 100th Test match in Jamaica, and Nathan Lyon ended the match with a superb catch over his shoulder from his own bowling to finish within one of Glenn McGrath's tally of 563 as the second most for Australia.
Keep on watching Sports 360 with Ahmed Hamad for latest news, views, and interviews of sports personalities from around the world.